I know I should be excited about the new Addams Family movie coming out. Granted, we should all be excited about the new Addams Family movie, but there's just something about it that is leaving everyone completely disappointed. Too many people are looking at the trailers and the posters and saying to themselves, I can't masturbate to that. Everyone remembers the original Gomez Addams, played by Raul, insert of course clip from Street Fighter Julia. And what can I say about this Gomez Addams except in a totally straight way that makes me want to put his face on all my wedding pictures. Sorry, I'm just now getting the word that there actually were other Gomez Addamses before Raul Julia, but that doesn't matter because Raul Julia was the first Gomez that I saw, which means he's the original, so I'm right. Casting Oscar Isaac as Gomez should be a given, especially because his sexiness alone in life itself was totally worth shooting myself in the dick. But what isn't a given? Excuse me, but who is this? Who is this hybrid of Boris Badenov spliced with Dr. Lorry from Looney Tunes? Okay, let's go for a little backstory here. The Addams Family was a cartoon created by Charles Addams, which made its first appearance in The New Yorker in 1938. Sure, this new Gomez Addams does look strikingly similar to the original Charles Addams Gomez. But you have to remember, people, this is 1938. I wasn't even born yet, so how the hell could I masturbate to that? Especially because at this point, Gomez didn't even have a name. The name Gomez didn't come about until the 1964 television series, which we all remember is that show Harry was watching in Harry and the Hendersons. The 1930s version is erotically null and void. I need to be on a first name basis if I'm going to touch my penis. Not to mention that in the 30s, there was no such thing as pornography, so most people were simply touching themselves to pictures of whiskey and cigarettes. But back to that 1960s TV series, Gomez Addams was portrayed by John Astin, who you might remember as Rudy's father in the Sean Astin story. I wish I could put in my 2 cents here, but I can't because I spent 20 years thinking that Dark Shadows was the Addams Family, thus rendering me an idiot every time I told someone that Jonathan Frid was your old man's Gomez Addams. Give me a slice of that Raul Julia cake with a dead stripper inside. The confusion set in for me again when I felt that the 90s Dark Shadows Gomez Addams was also perfectly cast by Ben Cross, which immediately made my dick explode in the sunlight, and now I can't even see its reflection in the mirror. I should definitely read up more about this Barnabas Collins that I'm finding out about. Especially because I need to go see the latest Addams Family movie, which is an animated remake of Tim Burton's Dark Shadows. Itself a remake of Tim Burton's other live-action Dark Shadows under the pseudonym of Barry Sonnenfeld. Apparently there was an animated series, but that was on around the time I was still trying to find Waldo in my paused screen on the Where's Waldo animated series. Sorry, but the new Gomez Addams is just far too ugly. Give me Raul Julia and overdrawn at the memory bank using virtual reality to play a baboon staring at another baboon's ass. And then maybe, just maybe, I could rise to the rank of semi-chub that might cast a shadow. This is just a missed sexy opportunity. You see, folks, every month I go back and forth between covering my entire wall with either Raul Julia photos or Oscar Isaac photos. It should naturally be a given that the new Gomez should just be a drawing of Oscar Isaac and not this old 30s shit that we all know is probably racist simply because it's old. I can't stand in front of a wall completely mounted in pictures of the new Gomez Addams. I would just look weird, and I do not want to look weird. That's why when I go see the movie, I'll be doing so in protest by walking in with a tree branch shoved up my ass. Yes, I know that there was also that time when Tim Curry played Gomez Addams, but I didn't see that. I mean, it's far too sexy.